Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I am doing my February favorites and I can't believe it's already March. I feel like this year is just flying by and now I have jury duty, which I'm so annoyed about. That's gonna wipe out my whole next week, so let's hope I don't get picked. So anyways, this month I don't have a ton of products to share with you guys. Instead I'm gonna do a couple of announcements and I'm gonna get into the products. So first and foremost, I don't know if all of you guys know, but I do have a blog and I've been doing fashion and makeup blogging for a really long time. I had a different one a long time ago, then I completely deleted everything from there and moved on to a fresh new blog last year. And if you guys don't follow me on there, you should, because I'm very active on there. I'm aiming to post 3 times a week, and if I can do 4 or 5, that's even better. So what I'm doing on my blog is that every single YouTube video is not linked to my blog. So for example, if I'm doing a video about my favorites today, you might not find something on my blog relating to this, but so that if I post this video today, then either yesterday or tomorrow there would be another blog post about something different, because I'm not doing YouTube videos every single day. So I'm writing about everything that I want to write about. I'm doing mostly a lot of fashion posts because I love fashion. I want to show you guys how easy it is to rewear your clothes in ways and make them look great. So I do a lot of that. Obviously I do independent makeup posts as well, even things that I might not, do for my YouTube channel, I am doing for my blog. And then my newest thing is food. So I am a huge foodie. Anyone who knows me knows that I love good food. I don't know how I'm not obese, honestly, because I eat so much. But I am utilizing my blog page also to talk about different restaurants that I go to here in Atlanta. So it's mostly Atlanta based, a little bit across the world when I travel. Because when we travel, we do like to go to really good places and really unique and cool places that I really want to share with you guys. So if you're not, here in Atlanta, at least you know about a few other places. So recently I reviewed a couple of places in Austin. I'm going to be doing another Austin post next week. And then of course you guys will also hear about everything in Atlanta that I go to, because I think I've been able to find some pretty amazing restaurants. I'm also starting a new Instagram specifically for food, because I do want that to be a whole separate thing. I don't want you guys to not come to my Instagram page because I'm posting so much about food. So if you guys have any ideas for a good Instagram handle, please post down below. I want it to be something relating to eating, mostly in Atlanta, some of the world, etc., but nothing with my name in it. I want it to be very generic, so that way it's easy to find and it's not linked back to a specific person doing it. That way if I have a team of people or whatever, it won't just be like under my name. So that's what I'm thinking. I'd love to get your suggestions down below on how I should go about this, because I want it to be searchable. I want it to become something that actually has a revenue stream and not just for fun. So let me know your thoughts if you guys are into anything like that. So with that being said, let's get into favorites. So this month I didn't really try out a whole lot of new products, but it was a crazy busy month, and due to that I had to sort of rely upon trusty faves that I knew I really liked. So I wanted to share those with you. The first thing is this curling iron. This is a 1.5 inch curling iron by Hot Tools. And what I'm loving about this is that if you are like me, where you really struggle with getting volume up here at the crown, which I definitely do. Today I just washed my hair, I haven't done anything to it, which is why it looks like this. But even when I curl my hair, I love how my hair looks curled, but up here it is as flat as can be. So what you should be doing is teasing this area and curling your hair like this backwards, holding it there for a few seconds, letting it drop, and then parting your hair like you normally would, and you'll see your hair have so much volume up towards the crown. So I'm loving this. It's a really cheap curling iron. You can get it at Target, you can get it at Walmart, like anywhere that you normally go. Next, I bought a pair of skinny jeans that are black from Topshop, and I got these at least 5 years ago. Oh my god, at least 5 years ago. And what I love about these is that I was really skinny back then, like even skinnier than I am now, and it was always very hard for me to find jeans that fit my body shape. I'm also very short, so here in the US everyone's much taller and not quite as skinny, so it was always very hard for me to find something. So this is a European brand called Topshop, which now has really launched pretty big here in the US, so you guys should be able to find something from them. They have a petite section, so I love that section. That's where I got these from. And these are called the leigh, L-E-I-G-H pant. So if you guys like black pants or any other colors, I kind of got a few other colors from them as well. These have an awesome fit and they're very soft, so they mold to your body, and I love that. I'm going to be doing a fashion post soon with me wearing those, and I think, yeah, I think I also wore them in my last fashion post too. So if you guys want to see what they look like on me, you guys can go to my blog and check that out. Next, my Stila black eyeliner. This is called Stingray. I am loving this eyeliner. It does not even compare to the Urban Decay 24/7 that I was using before. It's so much darker. It really stays on. And I love the retractable usage of this, so I really do like this. Then I am honestly the type of person recently where I'm not really trying a whole lot of new eyeshadow looks in myself. I'm always on the run, like always, so I need something quick and easy. So due to that, my Makeup Forever palette right here, which is the 9 Artist Shadow palette, but it doesn't have like a theme or anything on it, has been coming very much in handy. These are the colors, and you guys can see these two are the ones that I use the most. I've also liked this a lot. So those are the colors that I use a lot. They are extremely pigmented. They look amazing on me, and I just love it. This is definitely a great palette for all of you guys who like neutral colors. I think the only thing missing in here is a good matte brown eyeshadow. So for that, I like to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Caramel eyeshadow right here. This is the perfect transition color for me, and I pretty much use this in every single look that I wear ever. So if I just want that reddish brown crease, which I think really complements my skin tone, this is what I use. And then if I want to go a little bit deeper and give it a little bit more depth, then I like to use this color right here by Nars called Bengal. Or it might be Bengali. I'll link it up here so you guys know. But this is a really good one. It is very dark, super pigmented. So if I am using this, I use this just a little bit right here and nothing more. But I love that one. Next, I have this amazing handbag to show you guys that I got in November. This is by Givenchy, and I'm obsessed with this. It's so freaking cute, and I just love this. This is called a Pandora. It is the hard Pandora because they also have a soft version of this. Like, if you guys can see, you can't really like squeeze it or do anything. Like, it is this built shape, but the soft Pandoras, you can, you know, move them around and whatnot. So I love this bag for so many reasons. One, I don't really have a black smaller bag, and I sort of had my eye on this for a long time. I saw on Khloe Kardashian's Instagram that she had this in the blush pink color, and that was the first that I'd ever seen this bag. And I just loved how whimsical and feminine this bag is, especially because of the shape. And then I tried to search for it, and basically everyone was sold out due to the fact that she, you know, wore that bag. Then Courtney ended up, you know, wearing this, but hers had a zipper on the bottom. Kylie ended up wearing it, and due to that, their entire family kind of wore it. And every single place that you could possibly buy this at was sold out. And I know for a fact that since I shop so much on Rulala, I had 100% seen this before, but I didn't think anything of it because when they post the bag, they don't post it this way. They post it this way so that it doesn't look as special. So I had, you know, passed it up. And then when I actually wanted it, it wasn't available. So there is somebody on Instagram who is a personal shopper. She goes by Haute Luxe Closet, and I will have a photo right up here so you guys can see what her page looks like. But she is a personal shopper, so if you go to her and say I'm looking for the perfect nude handbag in X price range or whatever, she'll find you something. Other than that, if you do not want to do that, she has a listing of all her products that are coming in, and it's usually retail value, if not a little bit cheaper. So my point is that you're not going to save a whole lot of money with her, but if there's something that you want that isn't available anywhere else and you know that's what you want, then she's a great person to go to. And usually with me, every product that I ever want that's a luxury item is usually stuff that's really hard to find because I'm really picky and I don't want to just go and splurge and buy something random. I want it to be the perfect thing. And due to that, like, always using these third-party people and sites are really important because that's the only way you're going to actually hunt down what you want at a reasonable price. So this is one of the few things that I actually got at retail price. I've never usually bought anything like this at retail price. I usually always get it much cheaper on Rulala or any other third-party website. But because of the high demand of this, there was no way I was going to get it cheaper. But at least I got it at retail price and not more expensive, because now when Givenchy has relaunched them, because they literally were sold out, it is $500 more expensive than what I paid for it. So I'm really happy with that. So you guys should go check her out if you're interested in buying something luxury but don't really know what that might be. Next, I have been loving my Nars Luminous All Day Foundation. I only like to use it in the center part of my forehead. So I'll use this in my nose, under my eye, in the center of my forehead. And the consistency of this product is so different, you guys. It's very thin, but it is so freaking pigmented that you really get this like full out made up look. This is not a foundation that you can wear and say I want to look like I have no makeup on. So When I'm going for like a really glam look, I like to have this in the center of my face and then do my Estee Lauder around, because that can be a tiny bit too dark, and this one's a bit lighter than my skin, so it's actually perfect for the center of my face. This is in the color Syracuse, and I do have a whole review on this from when it first launched last year. It's an amazing foundation. Very different than anything that I've ever tried in my life, so I will link that down below if you guys wanted to see my whole review. Then, you guys were actually asking me about this hoodie that I was wearing in my Anastasia video about the eyebrow products, and this is from Lululemon. And if you guys have not shopped at Lululemon or don't know what that is, it is a workout brand from Vancouver, and they have the most incredible workout gear. It's really, it's very different. I don't think any other company does workout stuff the way they do. Their fabric feels 1,000 times softer to me. It doesn't make me feel disgusting and sweaty. I feel like it doesn't smell. It like, I don't know, there's something about it. It feels very luxurious. It's just the best. I can't think of any other company that does something even half as well as them, because they do very classy things. It's like athleisure, so it's stuff that you wear to the gym and you can continue roaming around in all day, and looks very classy. And it's never like bright and flamboyant like Nike and Adidas and stuff like that is. So I love their stuff and I highly recommend it. It is an investment, but trust me, their stuff does not fall apart. I have been wearing their stuff for 2 years now. I don't have one thing that looks like it's old. And if you're actually working out in them like I am, then you're washing it all the time, right? Because you can't work out in something and not wash it. So every single time I wash it, the item looks the exact same. So that's a huge thing for me. So I have very few things from them. I don't have a ton of stuff. Like I have maybe, I think, 7 bottoms and like 7 tops, and then a few of these hoodie type things. Even what I'm wearing right now is from them. And I like to reuse it because it is the most comfortable clothing you'll ever wear in your life. Trust me, you'll be converted if you try it. Next, my Mineralize Skinfinish by MAC. This is in the color Dark. I've had this for a long time, didn't really know how to use it or what to do, and I recently have started to use it just to bronze the peripherals of my face, so like my hairline. I'll do my cheekbones and stuff with this as opposed to a contour, and I'm loving how that looks. I've kind of been over the whole super contoured look for a little while now, so I like the more natural look that this gives you. You look much more sun-kissed and there's no chance of you looking ashy, so I love this. I also use this to correct my discoloration in my chin area just by brushing this over really lightly, and it immediately helps. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on that, let me know, and maybe I will do one for you guys soon on this. Then my Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops. This is in the color Ultra Light, which is actually the darkest one. And this is amazing, you guys. Like in all of my recent photos that I've posted, you guys have loved my makeup. I'm always wearing this, and I layer on Opal by Becca on top of it. I feel like they're the exact same color, but one's in liquid form and one is in powder form. And Opal by Becca in their own liquid form is very thick and it's different and much more expensive. This is like half the price, so I love this. It's a beautiful product. However, it does take off your foundation under it, so you have to do it with a really calculated pressing motion as opposed to just rubbing it on. And I noticed that when I use my Becca products, it doesn't happen. So I don't know if it's something to do with being cheaper, but it's beautiful. It looks so good. It gives you like the most radiant, dewy highlight ever, and I'm obsessed with it. Next, this is truly, I think, my #1 favorite of the entire month. This is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the color 35 Deep Fonce? Yeah, Deep Fonce. And it is so pretty. I have sort of given up the overly highlighted look also under my eye. I don't know why. I've just been like really simple about my makeup these days, and I've been kind of liking that. And I had a training session to do for our restaurants 2 weeks ago. I didn't want that super glam look because no one really looks like that in the restaurant industry, at least not when you're working 12-hour shifts. So I wanted it to be more natural. When I was getting ready, I was like, okay, well, my Urban Decay is definitely not going to work. I'm going to look so highlighted and so done up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I reached for this one, and I can't put it down. I've been using it ever since. It is amazing. It's a drugstore product, and obviously they have a ton more colors, I'm sure. So if you guys want a concealer that really stays on, looks amazing, and matches your skin tone, this would be it for you. This is Deep Fonce. It's literally my exact skin tone, so there's no highlighting action going on, but it really does stay on. So I love this. Next is my Velour Lash Glue. If you guys are looking for an amazing lash glue that really keeps your eyelashes on, this would be it. The other thing that I love about this too is that I sort of learned a trick recently, which is basically you put on glue on your actual eyelash that you're going to be putting on your eyes, but then you also use the brush here to brush on a tiny bit of glue just on your actual eyelid too, and that becomes almost like a double adhesive and really keeps your eyelashes on, because I always struggle with my lashes coming off in the front corner and it looks ridiculous. And the other day I had that and I didn't realize that was the case, and I was at home and my mom leans over and she's like, oh my god, there's a spider in your eye, and she tries to pull out my eyelash, and I was like, that is not a spider, it's just my eyelash falling off. So we don't want things like that. So I really recommend this to sort of do the double glue thing, and the reason for why it works really well with this is because it has a brush. And it doesn't smell either, which the duo eyelash glues stink. They smell like raw fish. Then I've been loving the MAC 130 brush. This is such a good brush. I'm really liking it to stipple the area where I have a colored corrector, because you have to be really careful about how you apply product on top of colored correctors, because since I use a cream consistency one, if you do this little motion with most other brushes, or any brush, you're literally going to mix the colored corrector and your foundation. So I use this and do this and pat it on around my mouth area, and I love it. And in general, if I just want a quick application of makeup, I'm not really thinking about it, so I don't want to get into my beauty blender, etc., this is a really good brush. It is the MAC 130 brush. And then this is my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. This is such a great brush, kind of for everything. This is my trusty brush when I forget my blush brush, or I forget my contour brush, or whatever. This is the one that I kind of do everything with. I've used this for a highlighter. I use this for putting on powder under my eyes. I've used this to contour, to bronze, and this is just an awesome everything sort of brush, so I love that. Then my Nars Yachio. This is really my favorite blush brush, you guys. I have not found a brush better than this, because it gives you the most perfect application. If you are the type of person who likes to wear a lot of blush, this brush would not be for you, because it really picks up very little product and gives you that sort of, you know, like just glowing from within sort of thing. And it's great for blushes that are very pigmented and very bright if you don't want it to look that way on you, because you can pick up just the perfect amount with this. So love this. And then my Anastasia Brow Wiz. You guys have been hearing, I'm sure, all over my Instagram and my last YouTube video about this product, and this is, I sort of compared and contrasted it with the Brow Definer, which is her newest brow product. So if you guys have not watched that video, go watch my last video. I think or it was 2 videos ago, I posted it last week. It'll kind of give you a lowdown on how these two products differ, and I do each brow with one of these products so you guys can see exactly how to use it. But I am a huge fan of the Brow Wiz, love it. I'm wearing it right now. It's just the quickest, easiest way to do your brows. I do think the Brow Definer is a little bit quicker, but I like the control that I get with this, and I get a much more natural looking brow, so I love it. Then last but not least are my sunglasses. I got these for Christmas, and I didn't like show it to anybody for the longest time because I don't know. But these are by Celine, and I love how they look. It's so different. I love the fact that it has this super dark portion up here, and then everything underneath is light, and that looks so good in photography. But especially, I love the side view because you can see this is a flat top. So if it's for flat tops, I think that you need to have an oval or a more structured face, not a round face. I feel like it really accentuates the way you look. And recently, I feel like this area of my face is so like fat, like it just goes like this, and it's so white up here, and this takes away what that looks like. So I kind of am loving that. And also, I got these from Autica.com. If you just search for these sunglasses, they are the Celine shade glasses, I think is what they're called. If I'm not, I'll link it up here. But so basically, these glasses are so expensive if you look anywhere online, or if you go to like Neiman Marcus or whatever, wherever might, you know, have these being sold. But on Autica, and if you just do a Google search, you get them much cheaper. The original price for this in store at Barney's was $425, I think, and I got these for $240. So I always believe in looking for a good deal and finding something at a good price before you just splurge and just pay anything for it. You just have to be a smart shopper and don't, you know, want to get things without putting thought into it. I guess don't be an impulsive shopper, but you can always find a good deal, so make sure you check those out if that is something that you're interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to head over to my blog. I would love for you guys to go on there, comment, tell me what posts you like, what you don't like, and what you want to see, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye!